Data structures list I have uploaded, no file. So now it is 1 o'clock exactly. Let me see how many participants are there. Still so many people have to join. Okay, so within 1 or 2 minutes I'll start now. Yeah, now 21 people only are there. 22. Quickly join, children. Ping your friends also meanwhile. I'm just opening idle also so that yeah I can show you what and all to be done. Okay. In the previous class, what did we do, children? Can someone give one point? Correct. What is a list? List data structure. What do you mean by a data structure? What do you mean by data structure? Way of organizing data. Very good. Very good. Yes. Okay, children, shall we start? Okay, children, shall we start? Are you all ready, children? Yeah, 32. Yes. These two sections together, 32. Yeah, it's very bad, children. Computer science is not interesting or what? You don't like computer science class? Any problem wherever you did not understand in the previous class? So you can ask your doubts, then we will proceed. Okay, so 5-10 minutes we will discuss those doubts and then we will proceed till meanwhile others also will join. Okay, ma? Okay, so now 33 people are there. Good, good, good. People are joining. Yes, that's the spirit. You are all very good children. See, upcoming leaders, no? Yes, that's how you should motivate your friends. Good children, good, good. 38 are there. So, yeah, 1 or 2 minutes. See, it is already 7 minutes over. Would have joined by this time. See, I have shared the link also, no, children, in the team, 12th C team. Is there any difficulty for you people to join with the whatever link shared in computer science channel? Okay. So now what is a list? It is a linear data structure, and linear data structure which is having homogeneous data, isn't it, children? So that's what we have seen. Last week only we discussed, isn't it? It is there in my drive. Okay, let me. Okay, children. So good afternoon, everyone. So today we will be continuing from where we stopped, that is data structures. This is very, very important topic, children, even not only for your 11th standard, 12th standard. Suppose if you are taking, what is that? Computer science or ECE also in the engineering, okay, or if you are doing BSc computer science, or if you are going for BCA, okay, or MCA, okay. So throughout computer science syllabus, data structures will be there. So if you are thorough with one of the whatever you are learning, that concept, no, so one language, if you are thorough of implementing those data structures, whatever the upcoming languages, whatever the other languages, C, C++, Java, or whatever, so you can easily switch over to. Okay, ma. So now let me share the PPT. So here I go. Okay. So you can see my screen. Yes. Okay, otherwise what I do is I'll come back here. You can see my PPT, children. Okay, so what is a list? List we have finished, no? How to create an empty list using the square brackets. Now if you print the list, what do we get? Empty list. So what is the type of L here? Okay, children, I'm just doing in the interactive. And this is script mode or interactive mode? Hello, are you all there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good, good. So 45 people are there. I'll just download the attendance. Can you see my Python shell?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, fine. So right, very good. So what is the difference between append and extend? What is the difference between append and extend? Difference between append and extend. Anyone? One from B section, one from C section. Okay. Kumar, your network is slow. Yes, ma'am. So your voice is breaking. I think, yeah. Now you speak, ma'am. Now can you answer, Kumari? Okay, children. So what is the difference between append and extend? Vaishnav? Yeah, 47 people are here.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, in append we can add one item to the end of the list.
Yes.
In extend we can add multiple items to the list.
Correct. So if you have another list, see for example here I have a list. List L1 is equal to suppose 2, 4, some 6 is the list I have. So and L2 equal to something ABC something is there. Okay, ABC. Okay, DEF. Okay, Python, computer, something like that. It is there. Some information is there in L2. Now, if you explain, if you append L2, L1 to L2, if you are appending L1 to L2, let's see, Lakshmi Madam is calling. Wait, 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so then you can see now if you print L1, what will be printed, children? What will be displayed? L1 is, there is no change. Only we have appended it to L2. So then you can see this has become one item only. That entire list has become one item. Suppose we will extend. If you extend L1 to L2. So then what will happen, children? So if you display L2, then you can see whatever the present L2 is there, to that L2, okay, L1 is extended. So that is multiple values. That is also a list, no. So every item of that list will be a separate item in this list. Got it, children? Okay, so and we have seen the other functionalities of a list such as removal, delete, clear. So many things we have discussed in the previous class. Okay, children. So now I think it is visible to you, PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, children. So now, yeah, after list. So have you all gone through syllabus, dear? Have you all gone through syllabus? Okay. So now today we will be discussing a queue and a stack. Okay, so how much ever time we have, these are all we have completed last week. Now, what is a stack? What is a stack, children? Stack is nothing but a bucket. Okay, so how do you put values into bucket? From the top, isn't it? From the top you will insert. Okay, what is a stack? See, what is a stack, children? Stack is a linear data structure in which things are arranged in the, like in a bucket. How do you do? From the top you will push into the bucket, and then again one more value, again one more value, like that you will push. See here, you can yeah, there are so many YouTube videos also available, like some okay, stack and animations are also there. Okay, you can just go through. But what is it? Stack is nothing but last in, first out. So suppose if you have a stack of CDs, children. Okay, if you have a stack of CDs, if you are having a stack of CDs, okay, children. See, my video is visible to you, children. Can you all see? Can you all see me? Can you all see me, children?
No.
Am I visible to you? No, huh?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 second. So now you see. Now am I visible to you? No? No, else I'm not visible. Okay, so now
Yes,
I have a
ma'am, you are
book here
visible.
on the. Okay, I'm putting on the table. Okay, children. So now above this, one more book I'll keep. Okay. So then, so this is on the top. Where am I keeping? In between I'm keeping? No, no, it is on the top. So next one more we will keep. So again it is on the top. Okay, you all can see, no? So now again one more book I'm keeping. So that is also on the top. Okay, so this fashion, if you are inserting items, data items, one above the other, so whatever comes, that will be there on the top. Got it, children? So now when you have to remove, how do you remove that? So now, as there is no so center stick kind of just like CD stack. So CD stack, if you are using, no, so in that CD stack, in center point you have one stick, no. Okay, so 1 second, I'll just show you that CD stack also. Note down. Okay, children, now you can see. So I have a CD stack with me. Can you all see? Small stack I'm showing you. Can you all see? Are you all there with me, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
So, yeah, okay, now you can see, no? Yes. So now I'm just showing you. So this is the CD stack. Okay, so how do I insert one CD? I'll keep. So this is R01. Okay, you can see, no? R01. Next, one more CD if I have to insert. Where I'll keep? Where it will appear? On the top. So this is R02. Next time up pushing one more. Okay, so where will it go? It will go on to the top. Now what is there on the top? You all can see R03. Okay, so now one more I am inserting. So now R04. Okay, children. So now one more I am inserting. So R05. So now if I have to remove, which one will come out, children, first? If I have to remove.
R05.
Yes, very good, very good. So you're also attentive. It gives me pleasure to teach that time. If you are attentive like this. Very good. Who answered?
Ma'am, Vignesh.
Vignesh. Good, good, Vignesh. See, R05 is there on the top. So when I remove it, which one will come out first? Whatever it is there on the top. That is last inserted one will come out first. Got it, children? Last one is, what is the last one? R05. So when I remove this one, so what is the first outgoing one? What is the first outgoing one from the stack? Whatever is there on the top of its stack. Is it clear, children? Okay. So did you all understand? Is it clear to everyone? So that is the reason stack is known as last in, first out. What is it? Can you all repeat after me? What is the stack? Stack is last in, first out. Clear, children? Is it clear? So what is a stack? Can you all repeat after me? What is a stack? Last in, first out. Okay, ma? Did you all understand? Have you all understood, children? Are
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the stack? What is the other name we can give? LIFO data structure. What is the LIFO? Last in, first out. Okay. So what is the stack? Stack is a linear data structure in which all the insertion and deletion of data. Insertion also from the top only and deletion also from the top only. Got it, children? So insertion and deletion of data or values are done at one end only. That is the top of the stack. Okay, children. So now can you all repeat after me? What is the data? What is a stack data structure? What is a stack? Stack is a linear data structure in which deletion, in which insertion and deletion both are done at the same end. That is the top. Okay, children. So now I'll share my PowerPoint presentation. Okay. So now let me share again. Okay, children, now you can see. So now what is stack? What is LIFO? What do you mean by LIFO? What is the full form of LIFO? LIFO is last in, first out. Okay, children. So what is LIFO? Last in, first out. Okay, ma. Is it visible to everyone now? PowerPoint presentation. So what is a stack?
Yes,
Stack is a linear data structure in which all the insertion and deletion of data or values are done at one end only. It is type of linear data structure. It follows LIFO. LIFO means last in, first out property. Okay. So this is where which edge we are doing this insertion and deletion. Which edge we are doing, children? Which edge we are doing? Top of the stack. Okay,
Top.
children. Top. Where do we do insertion and deletion? On the top. Okay. So, and then insertion, we use the term push. Got it? Pushing another, na? Pushing one another or pushing the things into some side, right? So, push means what? What do you mean by push, children? Push is the
Insertion
other
of data.
term for insertion. Okay, ma'am. So now, what do you mean by pop? Pop, we have done in list also now. Pop. Pop means deletion from the stack. Got it, children? So push means insertion onto the stack. Pop means deletion from the stack. Okay, ma'am. So now, any doubt here? Any doubt, children? Is there any doubt? You can ask me. Right. Ma'am, why should we learn this pop and push, ma'am? Or why should we learn about stack only, ma'am? List is there, na, ma'am. You can ask, right? But you know, see, whenever you have written a lengthy programs and all, every program need not be inserted into memory, right? Or need not be processed. Okay. So that time, what do? We go for a stack internal data structure. So, and whenever you have an BODMAS expression, right? So where multiplication, division, brackets, plus, minus, and so many operators are there. In that case, expression has to be evaluated based on the precedence or priority of the operators, isn't it? So it is easy to handle if you are using a postfix expression, or if you want to convert postfix to infix, or okay. So these things are evaluation of expression is easily done by using a stack. And when we want to convert the expression from one form of expression like prefix to postfix, or postfix to infix, or infix to prefix. Okay, by the way, let me ask you, what do you mean by prefix? In general, okay, forget about computer science. In general, prefix. What do you mean by prefix, children? Are you all there with me? Can you see my screen? Yes, children. Are you all there with me? So what do you mean?
Something will be added in the front.
Sorry?
Something will be added in the front. That's
Very good, very good. Pre means, what do you mean by pre, children? Ashish, what do you mean by pre, beta? Pre means before. Okay. Post means, see, exam postponement हो गया, है ना? Exam is postponed. मतलब क्या है? What do you mean by that postponement? If for some later date, it is not. Preponed means it is adjusted to the previous dates. Got it, children? So if it is post means it is later. That is postfix, prefix, infix means infix is normally how do we write an expression for evaluation in maths and all? 2 into 3 you will write. Got it? So that is where is the operator fixed in between the operands. Okay, so A plus B. So A, B are the operands and plus C is the operator. So A plus B is the expression. Got it? So A plus B is a infix expression. The same thing, children, if you have written like plus A, B. So plus is operated on the operands A and B. So plus AB if you have written, then what do you mean by that expression? That is operator is prefixed to the operands. Okay, that is a prefix expression. Got it, children? Similarly, so A plus B is our expression, but if it is written like A, B plus, then it is a postfix expression. Is it clear, children? So now I'll ask you, Abhijit, can you give me one prefix expression? Abhijit L. Abhijit L. You can unmute and speak, children. Yeah. Prefix, ma. Prefix. Abhijit. Hello, Aditya, are you there? Abhijit is not answering. Okay, so can you give me, Aditya, can you give me what do you mean by a prefix?
Ma'am, mic is not working well. Abhijit's.
Abhijit's mic is not working well. Okay, fine. Aditya, can you give me one prefix expression, child? Yes, ma'am. Aditya. Anshit, Nipun, what happened to these children? Shruti, Tanisha, why these children are not joining class? See, next week onwards, we will be regularly doing one practical in 1 or see 1.5 hour means 2 practicals in one session. Okay, so okay, children. So now you see, can you give me Aditya? If Aditya is not able to give, Akruti, just now I explained, children. See, what do you mean by prefix? Or you can give one example. Say 3 into 4. Okay, 3 into 4. Is it infix or prefix or postfix? I'm audible to you, all of you, right? Okay, children. Yes, Akriti. Yes, please. Yeah, unmute yourself and speak, children. Okay.
What was?
Yeah. No. Give me one example for infix.
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 I didn't understand that. Infix.
Okay. Someone else who can give what is an infix expression?
Ma'am, 3 plus 4.
Very good. See, I'll give you here once again the example.
Ma'am, 4 into 3.
Very good. 4 into 3. So here only
7 plus 5.
See, children. See, what do you mean by an infix expression, or what do you mean by a postfix expression, or what do you mean by a prefix expression? See, for example, infix. Infix matlab kya hai? So, can you all see me? See my screen? Yeah, see 3 multiplied by 4. So in this, what is the operator? Operator is multiplication operator. Okay. And then what are the operands? Operands are on which that multiplication operation is happening. On surgery is happening. Na? You will get some different outcome at the end, right? Isn't it? 3, 4 are given as inputs, but you will get output as 12, na, something. So operands are 3 and 4. So between the operands, if the operator is fixed, okay, then it is infixed. Did you all understand, children? Now, postfix मतलब क्या है? Post मतलब क्या है? What do you mean by post? Post means postpone, prephone. I explained you just now, isn't it? So postfix means post means afterwards. So post means after. Okay, children. So postfix, that is after the operands, if the operator is fixed. For the same infix expression, how do you write the postfix expression? 3, 4 star. Got it, children? Okay. So if you want to write the same expression in the prefix format, pre matlab kya hai? What do you mean by pre, children? Before. So well in advance. That is, how do you write? Star 3, 4. Okay. So this is the equivalent prefix expression. Have you all understood, children? Is it clear to you all?
You can explain it again.
Sorry?
Can you explain it again?
Yes, ma'am. See, here infix means, what do you mean by infix? If the operator is fixed in between the operands, then it is known as infix. So, for example, 3 multiplied by 4. So, multiplication is the operator, that is asterisk is the operator here. 3 and 4 are the operands. So 3 multiplied by 4 is the infix expression. Whereas if the operator is placed after the operands, that is 3, 4 star, then what is that expression? Postfix expression. Post means where is it placed? Afterwards. Okay. So prefix means, pre means what, children? Pre means before. So how do you write the same equivalent expression, equivalent prefix expression for infix 3 multiplied by 4? First you have to write star, then 3, then 4. Okay. So this type of conversion is easily done with the data structure stack. Got it, children? Have you all understood, ma'am? Any doubt here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everyone? Okay, Akruti, now you can give an example. Another example. Okay? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are having doubt, no, you can stop me and ask children. Okay, but not okay. So because this is computer science, no. And as you are having reference books, but the material is also whatever we are teaching, you should depend on, isn't it? So now you see. So what do you mean by infix expression? If the operator is fixed between the operands, then it is infix. If the operator is afterwards, after the operands, then it is postfix. If the operator is before the operands, then it is prefix. Okay, children. So I hope you all understood. So now let me proceed. And then where and all we will be using data structures. In syntax parsing means that you see, no, when you are running your code, okay, when you press Alt F5, okay, in your code for execution, F5 if you press, no, run. So what is happening? From the top till the end of that file, every character is scanned. And then after every character is scanned, it is divided into keywords, It is divided into variables. It is divided into punctuators. It is divided into operators, operands. All these things will happen. That is in the background. Okay, children. Just you are pressing F5, but how your program is converted from the high level language to low level language, there is a parsing. Parsing means that processing, no, compilation. That is the translation is going on. Okay, so that for that syntax parsing also, everything is placed into the stack data structure. Okay, so many compilers use stack for parsing the syntax of expressions. And then backtracking. So that is backtracking is, it can be, say, suppose to traverse back, okay, and go back and check where is the mistake happened. Okay, so some children, some problems, no. See, for example, if you are asked to find out a shortest route for a traveling salesperson. So for a traveling salesperson means, suppose if you ordered something Swiggy, okay, from the Swiggy or Amazon or Flipkart, you must have added something, right? So when that person has to reach to your place from the source to destination, there are so many routes, isn't it? But so backtracking will help you to find out the shortest route. That is one way of processing, backtracking. Okay, next, parenthesis checking. That is proper opening of the parenthesis, proper closing. So you will get an error, na, your syntax errors in your coding. See, for example, in the print, if you have not written, see here, print, okay, hello, I have written. So this much I have written. Syntax error immediately again. How it has come? In the background, that syntax parser is there. It is checking the syntax. Okay, so brackets are not matching. It is evaluated through stack, children. Okay, so if you clearly understand, you can only develop your own programming software also. Is it clear to you all? Right? So what are the applications of stack, children? Expression evaluation, expression conversion, syntax parsing, backtracking, parenthesis checking. Okay, so okay, now let us go to implementation part. Implementation means coding part. How do you write coding for a stack, to implement a stack data structure? We can use at the lowest level, we can use a list. Okay, so and by using this list only, but insertion and deletion should not take place in between of the list or in the beginning of the list. Only it should be at the one end, that is known as the top of the list. Okay, children. So we can use list to implement. Okay, so this is very easiest way of implementing stack. So what do you mean by insertion at the end in a list? How do you do that insertion of anything at the end?
Append.
Append.
Or
Very
extend.
good. Very good. Very good. So append is known as insertion at the end. So if you use append function, already existing function, that itself is nothing but what? Push operation on the stack. Got it, children? So we are combining only specific, whatever is applicable for stack, that only we are bringing into stack program from the list. So that is implementation of stack using list. Okay, ma. And then that is push operation is over. Push operation is nothing but append only. Then pop. Pop, how do you do? If you have not mentioned any parameter for pop, what will happen? It will remove last element only. If you have, for by chance also, if you have given any argument in pop, then what will happen? That is not a stack function. It is some other list function. Got it, children? So now let me proceed to show you how to execute, how to that coding part. Okay, so let me show you here. Yes, ma'am. So here, let me. Okay. So now, yeah. Okay, now you see, stack is, if you look at this, no, what do you understand? It is using square brackets or parentheses or curly braces. What type of data structure it is? What type of data item it is? Using list only we are doing, right? So when square brackets are being used, okay, children. So when square brackets are being used, which type of it is? Tuple? Is it a tuple?
Ma'am,
List,
list.
ma'am.
List, ma'am.
List. Very good. So we are implementing stack using list. So now once you want to insert one more element, for example, 7. Okay. So 7 where it will be, see, 5, 9, 3 is there. Above 3, 7 will be placed. Okay, children. So now one more append, 11. So where it will be added? Above 7, 11 is added. Then if you pop, which one will be removed? Now if you pop, which one will be removed? What is there on the top of the stack? 11.
11.
Yeah, 11 will be removed. Yeah, once again if you pop, which one will be removed? What is the output you will get? Once again if you pop, 11 के नीचे वाला कौन सा था?
7 will be removed.
7. Because now 7 already 11 is removed, no? So we have to be careful with the every statement in that program. In that sequence only, we will be finding the output. Okay, children. So most of the times output finding questions also will come, no, in your board examination also, right? So that's the reason you have to, like, step by step. Don't jump anywhere. Everything is there only. You're all very good children. Mathematically, you're all very good also. So right. So you can just substitution. How do you do substitution in master? That way only. Okay. So now understood, children. So let me. Do you want me to show you program? Idle. See, now let me create here one new file. You all can see my screen. Okay, stack implementation.
No, ma'am.
Not visible.
It is visible, ma'am.
Only PPT is visible.
Ma'am,
Right?
idle is not visible. Idle is not visible.
One second, children. Let me check. Yes, ma. In between some, yeah, network disconnected. Now, can you all see me? See my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So now, yeah, I'm back here. Now, ideally, hope you all can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, let's proceed. Stack implementation using list, right? So what do you mean? Okay, take one variable stack and give a list. Prepare a list. How do you prepare? All the values separated by comma within square brackets. That itself is a list. Okay, so this is the basic stack we have. Now, next time push operation. How do we do that? Suppose if you want to define separate functions, define push. How do you define? Okay, so stack dot append only. What do you want to push? Suppose one value if you want to push, integer value if you want to push, input. Okay, children, enter an element to be pushed onto the stack. Okay, ma'am. So now what is to be put onto the stack? I. That is nothing but appending only. Next, suppose if you want to define a pop. Okay, how do you define? Removal only. Nah? So whatever the item to be removed, x equal to stack dot pop. Okay, that element. So print the element removed. Okay, so the element removed from the top of the stack. Or you can write, if you're well versed with the definition, then you can write which element is removed, children, tell me. X. Okay, so now what you can do is you can just call the function push and you can just call the function pop. Okay, if you want to make a menu driven program, as long as your choice is yes or no, okay, right? So if your choice is, if you want to continue, enter input, enter your choice y to continue. Other than y, if you give any other input, just come out. Okay, children. So for that, I'm taking an input. Okay, so this let me initialize ch to y so that we will continue for the first time, right? So while this is true, what do we do? If enter your option, so right, so input 1 for push and 2 for push, and then in the next line I'll give 2 for pop. Okay, children, right? Just to, in the PPT, we have made you to understand the concept. Now, actually, when you are writing, write all the definitions, all the different functions as definitions. In the last week also, I have written one program only, that is list. But you segregate into everything as a separate definition. Okay, children. So now you can see, yeah, if your choice is 1, then what should we do? Push operation we should do. Okay, else if choice is 2, then what should we do? Pop operation you do. Else if your choice is 3, okay, so you display the content. So print stack. Got it, children? So like that you can make a menu driven program which will be more meaningful to display contents. Okay, so now let me execute and show you how does this work. Then after this, what should you do? You have to enter once again the choice. If your choice is Y, you should continue. Are you all understanding, children? Okay, stack implementation using list. So stack L is the name I have given. Now let me execute and show you. Okay, let me skill this program so that you all can see the proper output. Okay, now you can see 1 for push. So 1 I entered. First let us see the contents. 3. Enter choice Y to continue. Okay, so now 1 for push. Okay, enter choice. After pushing, we are not displaying a display. Okay, so Y to continue. 3 is the Y3, it is not displaying. Given stack is okay, let it be. So now let us take an empty stack and proceed. So display contents, nothing is there. Enter Y to continue. Yes, I want to continue. So 1. Enter your choice. Y to continue. Y. Enter your display contents. Nothing is coming. Y. Can you find out what is the error, children? Here. Because this choice, whatever I have given, yes, ma'am. See here, CH equal to 1 I have given. So it is not even going into this if else loop. Okay, this within this loop. Just it is asking for the choice, but it is not going because my input is not converted into integer. Here I have taken integer. No, otherwise what I should do, I should use the single quotes. Then that character it will accept it. Yeah, just I will show you here. Okay, so okay, let us display the contents. Nothing is there. Okay, so 1 for push. Yes, ma'am. Kumari, you want to say something?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, it should be OP equals to 1 in elif statement instead of CH.
Yeah, correct, correct. OP is 1. Your choice is 2. Okay, so your choice is 3. And this is for the while loop we have taken. Okay, so now let's execute. Enter an element to be pushed onto the stack. Okay, suppose 3. So now display. So 3 is there now. Now let us push one more element. Now where it will be pushed after 3, isn't it? So enter your choice 1. That is 5. I have enter your choice Y to continue. Now let us display. Now you can see 3, 5. Got it, children? Now let us pop. So pop is option 2. So once you have popped it, okay. So which element is popped out? Which element is popped out, children? 5. 5 is there on the list recently, whatever we have inserted, that one is popped out. Is it clear, children? So now let us go proceed. Once again, we'll pop. Now, what is the element popped out? 3 is popped out. Now, if you display, what will be displayed? So nothing, empty stack. Now, if you try to pop, Okay, so now if we try to pop, what happened here? Error we got. So what we should do in our coding, instead of getting error, to rectify this error, what we can do? If stack is empty, okay, length of the stack is 0, then we cannot do. If it is 0, what should we do? Pop is not possible, or stack underflow. Got it, children? Stack underflow. Otherwise, what you should do? We have to pop. Okay, children. So now you can see, yeah, 1, 4. First we'll display the content, empty stack. Now insert one element. So 1 is our choice to insert, enter an element to be pushed onto the stack. Okay, 45 I've inserted. Now y, again display, push the element, some 56. Okay, so now let us display the contents. Yeah, 45 and 56 are the contents. Once again, I want to perform insertion, 67. Okay, so now let us display. Now 45, 56, 67 are the values. Okay, children. So now let us display, let us pop everything. Okay, enter your choice Y to continue. So now 2 is to pop. Okay, so now after popping, let us see the contents. Yeah, one is removed. Which one is removed? 67 is removed. Have you all understood, children? Okay, so now let us proceed and remove one more. Pop is removed. 56 is removed. You are all able to see? Now let's proceed. Yeah, second option I'm taking is, so now 45 is also removed. Now once again, if we try to pop, stack underflow. Okay, children. So this is how you can reduce those errors, system generated errors also in your coding. You can catch those exceptions. So do you want to enter your choice Y to continue? So no, I don't want to continue. I will stop here. This is how you should implement even in your practicals also, children. Got it? So whatever the question is asked, you should have compulsory definitions, because modules, this is what you learned in 11th standard. Don't make a simple program like how I have shown you in the presentation. Presentation, it is to make you understand the concept. Once you understood the concept, how you should implement every operation on the data structure as a separate function. Okay, children. So whatever coding, even if it is one line coding or two lines coding also, push means what do we do? First we'll read an element which is to be pushed onto the stack. Okay, so and then that element is appended to the stack. That is what do you mean by a push operation. Okay, so next is pop operation. So this here you can write insertion onto stack. This is removal of element at the top from a stack. That is nothing but a pop. Insertion of element at the top onto stack. So here what we can do is, how do you get the top of the stack? So how to get the top of stack? Top S. Okay, what is the top of the stack? What is the top of the stack, children? Top index. How do we get? How to display the top of the stack, children? It is the list only, na? We wanted the index of the last element. That itself is the top. Okay, how do we get? How to display? Yes, ma, anyone? Anyone? Can anyone answer this? So here what we can do, tell if your choice is, your option is 4, then what do we display? Print or top of the stack we will call. Okay, children. Invalid syntax. Why? Now you can see, children. Here also, wait, let me. So in the display, 3 is for displaying, and then 4 for finding top. Okay. Now you can see. Suppose what is the 4? Top is 0. Okay. So now let us insert one value. Enter an element to be pushed onto the stack. 34. Enter twice by. So what is the top of the stack now? What is the top index of the stack? 1. Okay. So what is the value? Value I have not displayed. What is the top value? Tell me, children. Print top value of the stack. How do you get, children, in list? We have done no last week. Are you all following, children? What am I doing? Whatever I'm doing. Okay. So now first display, what is the list index or top value of the stack of 8? Okay. So if
Ma'am, I minus 1.
sorry,
It should be I minus 1, right? Index value.
yeah, top index is when nothing is there. What is the top?
Ma'am, we have to get that index value, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then minus 1. Yeah.
Okay. So now 4. Because there is no content, children. Got it? So here actually we should write a if class. If I value is 0, there is no content. If I value is -1, you can take. Okay. So if I is equal to -1. So then when you are inserting, you have to insert at the top. So if I value is -1, that means there is no content to display. So that is stack underflow. No content to display. In else case only whatever the value at the top we can display. Four. So the index of the stack is -1. Stack underflow. Top index is that is below 0. So that means there is no content. Okay. So now let us perform one insertion. Then let us insert 56. See now why? Let us go to 4. Okay, children. So top index is 0. At the 0th index, what is the value? 56. Got it, children? So this is how you can implement a stack using a list in Python. Is it clear? Any doubts here? Okay. So any doubts, children?
Not again.
Sorry.
Tops. Like why do we use top?
Sorry, dear.
Ma'am, why do we use the tops?
Yeah. Okay, top only if I use. Here I should use top. Working fine, right? See, any name I can use for the definition purpose. Now, previously we were writing, right?
Not
So,
name,
program.
ma'am. I was asking why it means.
No, actually, you see, a function name to avoid ambiguity of the function name and the index name or something like that. I've given, yeah, this is for the stack. So push S, push pop S, like push onto the stack, pop onto the pop from the stack. For that, to indicate that only, I used yes. Okay, dear.
I was asking what is the function of top?
What is the top index of a stack? Without referring anywhere, just directly if you want to get the what is the top value and top index of a stack. What is the size of that? Where you can perform insertion, no, that is the top right. From where you can remove, no, that is the top right. Is it clear? Okay, I'll explain you like this. Wait. See, this is the bucket, isn't it? So, yeah, in this bucket, this is visible, no, PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in this bucket, okay. So now what is the top? Top value is 11. What is the top index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Immediately if you want to get. So you can write you can define it what is the top. Got it, child? Top is nothing but the last value or last index. Okay, value at that index is 11 and the index is 4. And similarly, once it is removed, what is the top?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So if you want to like instantaneously, if you want to get what is the top, so then we can define it as a top function. Okay, ma? Is it clear? Okay.
Yes,
Here
ma'am.
also, yeah. So here what I have done directly, if I value is -1, that itself is underflow or it is an empty stack. Not it. So otherwise, if you want to define another function, E is empty. Okay, E is empty. So if okay, so then here it is empty. Stack is empty. So if it is an empty stack, we can insert, but we cannot delete. Got it? So in the pop, what you can do is here, instead of writing like this, what you can do, if is empty, okay, so is empty is true. True means return 1. So return false. Okay, true or false. Or you can write like this also. True also you can use now. Return true, return false. Okay. So is empty is true. Then we cannot remove. It is underflow. Otherwise, if it is not empty, then only we can perform pop operation. And here, if is empty stack, okay, is true, then what do we do? Empty stack, you can just display also. Okay, children. Understood? So like that, whatever operations we are carrying out, we can. What is invalid syntax here? Yes. Okay, ma? Okay, for that, have we given any option? Yeah, pop only will do. Okay, so now 2. The index of the stack is -1, stack underflow, because it is an empty stack. We cannot pop out from the empty stack. So write 3 to display empty stack. For insertion, so 45. Now if you press 2 to pop, so index of the stack is 0. Value at that 0th index is 45. Got it, children? Have you all understood? Any doubt here? Any doubt? Okay, so note down. Please take time to note down, because it is very important concept. So I want you all to note down, and this is to be implemented even for your practical also. So you note down, practice, and whatever other functionality. See, you can see, is empty only we have done here. Okay, right. So in the next class we will see the queue. Okay, children. So in the data structures, what and all we finished? List and stack for both the sections, 12th B and 12th C. 42 only are there attendance today. Today very bad
Can you show
attendance.
the code?
What happened?
Can you show the code?
Yes, ma. I'll upload here in this 12th B channel and also in 12th C also. Yeah, you can see, go through. Note down. Please note down, children. It's very, very important. That's the reason I'm giving you time to note down also. Note down and execute. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me. 13 minutes time is left out. You can ask me. Note down, ma. Yes, ma. Have you all noted down? Have you all noted down, children?
2 minutes.
Okay, you execute and check whether it is working fine or not. What sir has given any practical list, children? Well, see, anyone can respond, okay? May know whether sir has given any practical list to you. Abhijit, Akruti. And some Sanya, Shivanisa, Shivani, yes, yeah, and Shivani, yes, why I think. Yeah, Sri Govind, Shreya, Shruti, Sriram, Swati, Tanisha. Tanisha joined only. Very good. Vaishnav joined. Vamshi. But Nipun. What happened to others? Why they have not joined? But anyway, Sujal, are you there? Okay, just quickly, I'll once again explain you whatever I explained, just recap. So what do you mean by a stack? Stack is nothing but a data structure in which operations, both insertion and deletion, are carried out at one end, that is known as top. That is last in, first out. Whatever the last input value will go out first. Okay, whatever the last entry that can be removed first. As from the same end we are performing both insertion and deletion. So now when you look into stack, how can we implement? Suppose if we as per our syllabus we are implementing using list. Okay, when you are using list, how do you create an empty list? By using just square brackets. So I just named a variable like an object stack. That is, now I have taken an empty stack. Now, so in this stack, on this stack, I have to perform push operation, pop operation, and what is the top? Where do we push? Suppose if it is an empty stack, we cannot perform pop operation. So that is the reason I'm checking whether it is empty or not. How do we know that whether it is empty? First, take the length of the stack. Okay, if the length of the stack is 0, okay, so what is the top index? Nothing is there, no. So I is the top index, which is length of the stack minus 1. If I value is minus 1, what does it mean? Empty stack or not? So it return true because it is empty stack. Otherwise, return false. Okay, so how do you find top of the stack? If it is empty stack, then there is nothing at the top, no, right? So otherwise, top of the top value of the stack is at the index I. So what is I here? I is nothing but the length of the length of the stack minus 1. Okay, and then how do we push value onto the stack? So how do we push? Which value you want to insert? Okay, so that is to be first taken as an input, or if you know well in advance, that can be passed as a parameter also, and you can implement it. And append that value to the stack. How do you remove an element from the stack, children? It should be only from the top, isn't it? So pop should not have any parameter. Directly you can call the pop method of the list. When can we perform pop operation? When it is not empty. So if is empty is true, we cannot perform removal from the, or we cannot pop out any content. But if it is not empty, then pop, apply pop. And whatever the element we received after that pop, that you just display. Okay, so now let us, we have written all the definitions. Now let us go for a menu driven program. So if your option is 1 for push and 2 for pop, like that, if you want to give different options, okay, enter 1 for push, okay, enter 2 for pop, and enter 3 for display contents, and 4 for top, right? So now as long as your choice is Y, you continue instead of again coming back to your program and executing by pressing F5. Right, children. So if the option is 1, which function to be invoked? Push to be invoked. If your option is 2, this much only is the main program. Okay, children. So now what I can do is this much I'm cutting from here. Okay. So now I will go to a new file, main program, stack main. Okay. So this is the stack main. Here I'm writing the coding, but here from where do I get this stack and all, right? So let me take this also here. So what should I do? I can import, what is this functional file name? Stack, using listener stackl. So import stackl, stackl.star. So everything is imported. Now if you execute, so your code looks very small. So stack main. Import stackl. Okay. Now you can see the same thing is executed or not. Import stackl. So initially, yes. Now let's execute. Yeah, 1 for push. First, let me display. The given stack is empty. Now let me display one y for continuation, 1 for push. Yes, 34 I have inserted. Y for continuation. So now to display, you can see the content is 34. Very good. So y. Now if you display, if you remove, the index of the stack is 0 and the element removed from the top of the stack is 34. Right. So now if you display contents, now empty stack because only one element we inserted and deleted. Got it, children? Sorry, ma? I didn't get you. Kumari, are you speaking? Are you speaking something? See, what I have done is I have divided the main coding and this is the actual our program, and all these definitions I have done into another program. Is it clear?
Your screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Oh, sorry. Now it is visible. See what have I done? All the definitions I kept here only from the previous program. Now I have created the main function in a main program from where the execution should start, and another module. Now I have to access these functions. Now how do I do that? As we discussed, no, importing, right? Import stackl. Okay. So once this, because this is what is the file name, you all can see, no, stackl.py is the file name. So that is the reason I'm importing stackl here, and all these functions are accessible here. So here, if you look at this coding, only this much only, main coding. Okay, this is the menu driven program. Once again, I'll execute and show you. See, now you can see 1 for push. So now let's display, 3 for display. Given stack is empty. Now y to continue, 1 for push. So now let me insert some value. 456 I have inserted. Now just display the contents, 456. Again, let me continue to do whether a pop. So what is the value pop here? 456. Y to continue. Now you see, once again, if I pop, okay, underflow, because nothing is there, we cannot delete anything. So now once again, if you want to insert, yeah, I'm inserting some value. And if you want to continue, then display contents, enter Y to continue. So now one more time we will insert something. So now 56 will be added at the end. That is after 34, that 56 is visible. Correct, na children? So now let me execute. Once again pop. Okay, now which element to be removed? 56. Yes, 56 is removed successfully. Yes. So now let us go to display the top. What is the top of the stack? The top index of the stack is 0. So yeah, I is not defined. When I've separated that coding from this coding, so here in this coding, in the import one, so here, top of the stack here, I. What is I here? I is nothing but length of the stack minus 1. Okay. Length of the stack minus 1. Here nothing to execute. Here no main coding. Okay, children. So my main coding is in another file. This I am executing. See now, top of the stack, let us display. Top is not defined. Name error, name top is not defined. Okay, so sometimes system defined functions also may be there. So let us give another name. Okay, so now let me execute this coding. Main function. Now let us execute this. Option 4, if I give tops is line 1 tops. Okay, so got it, children. So when you are see here also this function also from which module I am accessing, stack L dot pop. Okay, from that module push function, stack L dot push. Okay, so now you can see what is the index. Yes, now you can see how to insert. Okay, some value and two. Okay, so now pop. Okay, now display empty stack. Got it, children? Have you all understood? So how can you separate a big program into simple modules? Which way? This is how you can build your project. Is it clear to everyone? Yes. So note down, children, and then if you have any doubts, we can. See, this is what we have imported: stack L dot pushes, stack L dot pops, stack L dot tops. Okay, children. Right? Is it clear to everyone now? I think, yeah. So it is time for us to leave. Practice, children. Without practicing, nothing will work out in computer science. I request you all to practice and come back for the next class. In the next class, you have to show me all the practicals. Okay, children. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.